Alright, what is up YouTube? Today we got another anime live action video for you guys. And for this video, we're actually going to be talking about the Your Name live action remake from Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood is making a live action remake of the Your Name anime film that came out in 2016. It was like the highest grossing anime film at the time. And yeah, it was a pretty big hit. So of course, Hollywood have to have their greedy hands in the mix and say, hey, let's make a movie about it. But yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about this film today because I have yet to make a video about it on the channel, and you know, I just got done making videos about J.J. Abrams' new Speed Racer live action series that is coming to Apple. I figured I might as well talk about the other anime live action project that J.J. Abrams has his hand in making, which is this movie. So yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna talk about everything we know so far about the movie and where it's at right now as I currently am making this video. But yeah, I've got a few articles to go over, so without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so this is an article that was based on how things were for the film in 2020, and it's basically talking about the Your Name creators actually having a little bit of involvement with this Hollywood remake. It says here, Your Name creator is approving scripts for J.J. Abrams' remake. It's the highest grossing anime film of all time, and production is currently underway on Hollywood's live action remake. Yep, Your Name is the latest anime hit succumbing to the Hollywood treatment. While live action remakes of anime favorites haven't always been well received, J.J. Abrams is producing the Your Name remake and appears to be approaching things differently, with the blessing of the team behind the original. Toho, the original film's distributors, has expressed that they want J.J. Abrams' version to be westernized. And that's what's happening, with the Tokyo setting being switched for Chicago, and rural Japan swapping out for the American countryside, with a Native American woman standing in for the role of small-town Japanese girl. Mitsuha Miyamizu, Mark Webb, the Amazing Spider-Man, is directing, and it's an adaptation that Your Name's original writer and director, Makoto Shinkai, looks forward to seeing. It's funny that the original writer and director actually is looking forward to this Hollywood remake, because I feel like for the most time that is the case, right? Like the creators are actually excited for like Hollywood remakes and live actions of their anime or their animation or their franchise, their creation. But the fans don't really care. They're just like, oh my god, they're westernizing it, they're whitewashing it, blah blah blah, and they say it sucks, and then it doesn't do well, and then that's the end of that. But I feel like for the most part, you know, the creators get like hyped. They're like, oh shit, like, yo, I'm excited for this. And then who knows if they actually enjoy it or not. But I feel like by the time it comes out, they would be scared to even say if they like it or not, because of all the hate that it gets from everyone, primarily the Western audience, which is crazy. I'm getting ahead of myself, rambling about a different topic for a different video, so yeah, let's get back to the article. None of this means that Shinkai has been hands off, quite the contrary. Quote, I've basically tried to leave it all to J.J. Abrams and to his production company, but he does send me the script and ask for my opinion on that, so I have that kind of input, Shinkai tells Fandom. Though Shinkai reveals that so far he hasn't changed much. Quote, I really want to see what they come up with. What happens when my film comes into contact with new talent, he says. I'm looking forward to seeing it as a member of the audience, quote. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it. I know there will always be some people who say that the original is better, but I find it fascinating, and I'm half hoping that they'll do a better job than I did. So yeah, it's kind of crazy because at this time, Mark Webb, who actually did the Amazing Spider-Man films, was the director for this project. But now that has seemingly changed. So let's go to a later article that talks more about where the film currently is. So yeah, it looks like they had swapped directors, Mark Webb for Isaac Chung to direct the project, but this article actually talks about Isaac leaving the project. Director Lee Isaac Chung has stepped down as director of the live-action adaptation of the Japanese animated film Your Name that's in the works from Paramount, Toho, and J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot. An individual with the knowledge told The Wrap. The individual said the reason for Chung's departure is a scheduling conflict. The studio is looking to find a replacement as soon as possible. The film is intended to be a reimagined take on the hit 2016 romance and fantasy anime of the same name, as directed and written by Makoto Shinkai. Chung was also hired to rewrite Your Name based off an earlier draft of the script written by Emily V. Gordon. The script was originally written by a rival screenwriter, Eric Heiserer. Bad Robot's J.J. Abrams will produce, along with Genki Kawamura, who produced the original. Toho will handle distribution of the film in Japan, with Paramount releasing in all other territories. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Looks like right now they're still in the midst of finding a new director for the project, and that's probably why we haven't heard much news from it since then. And yeah, of course, now with J.J. Abrams working on this new anime live action project, being the new TV series of Speed Racer, it looks like this film might go on the backlog for another few years or so. to be quite honest. But hey, at the very least, the fact that the original writer-director has a little bit of involvement is kind of a nice touch, a little reassuring. So hopefully when the film does see the light of day, maybe more people will be accepting and open-minded of a new iteration of the Your Name film. And who knows, maybe it might do well. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, that helps me out a ton. And yeah, if you guys want more anime live action videos like this, of course you know where to be. Definitely hit that bell notification to stay up to date with all the content that I'm going to be bringing you. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.